Welcome back to Unirunner Video Drum Lessons. This week, touring tips from Phinius Gage's Matt Steele. This week's lesson focuses on touring tips from Matt Steele, drummer for the popular UK melodic hardcore punk band Phinius Gage. You can check out Phinius Gage's website at www.phiniusgage.com. On that site there's a few songs you can download and listen to, and if you haven't already, you can hear Matt's energetic and big dynamic drum sound. Matt was kind enough to share with Unirunner Video Drum Lessons some of his tried and true touring tips, so I hope you find them helpful whether you're heading out on the road soon or just playing some gigs around town. Matt, thanks for sharing these tips with us. Here's the first tip. Buy a practice pad. Matt's band tours all over Europe, and he says, I find if I warm up for 10 minutes before we play, I'm more confident going into fills and don't tire as easily. Keep it with your stick bag in the dressing room or in the van so you can grab a few minutes to prepare yourself before the show. Try it and you'll notice a difference. Second, use a drum carpet. Take a drum carpet out on the road with you and mark out with gaffer tape exactly where your stands and pedals go. That allows you, or if you're lucky enough, your technician, to set everything up exactly the same night, meaning you don't miss that vital crash and get comfortable with your setup. Next, get some earplugs. It might be fun at first to get a battering from the monitors, but after a few weeks, months, and years, your ears will really suffer and you won't be able to fix it. If you put earplugs in before you play or before the show starts, you get used to them and will learn to adapt to them. Even cheap foam ones can save your hearing. Next, always try to get a sound check. It's amazing how different your kit will sound in different rooms through different PAs and mics. I always try to get a sound check, Matt says, so I can tweak my tuning, maybe slacken the bottom heads of the toms if I'm getting too much woomph overtones off them, or crank the snare if you need some extra cut. And last, look after your equipment. Setting up and breaking down twice, sometimes 4 times a night, if you sound check too, can take its toll. Not to mention throwing your drums in the back of a van or in an airport luggage belt. I always put extra foam inside my snare and cymbal cases and keep a close eye on my cymbals and snare heads to watch out for any moisture left on them after shows. That will quickly turn into nasty green marks. Or wear patches on your snare head, which could cause a break on your next show. This week I received a couple of really nice bass drum heads in the mail from Sean McNamara of Vintage Logos. I was really fascinated by these heads. I'll show them to you. This one's an example of their Vivid Heads line. It's got a photorealistic full color image printed right on the head. This one's got kind of this cool flame, and you can't even see any dots in there at all, and it gets a nice sky background, kind of midnight sky. But the application of this is really nice. So with these Vivid Heads, you can have your own custom image, like your band's graphics or any graphics you want on there, or you can choose from a catalog of graphics that they have, and they use all Aquarian smooth bass drum heads. Now this one's called a metallic head from their metallic headlines. This is a Sequin Sparkle Royal Blue. You can see how it reflects the light. You can probably see the camera in there. But this is pretty cool. Imagine having this on the front of your kick drum with the stage lights coming off of that. The surface of the head is made up of these tiny sparkles, almost like a sparkle kit. They also offer color chrome and diamond plate heads. So Sean at Vintage Logos was cool enough to donate these heads along with this cool little drum key to be given away to one Unirunner Video Drum Lesson viewer. So during the next podcast, I'll put all the names of people who have donated $2 or more in the next week in a hat and draw a name. So if you'd like to be included in that drawing, just visit unirunner.com/donations and donate $2 or more before next Wednesday, July 26, 2006. That's 12 a.m. Central Standard Time, and I'll draw a name during next week's podcast and ship both of those drum heads and that drum key to that person. Well, that wraps up another episode of Unirunner Video Drum Lessons. Again, thanks to Matt Steele from the band Phinius Gage for his touring tips, and Sean McNamara, thank you to you for donating those drum heads and the drum key from Vintage Logos. Until next time, Keep practicing, and God bless.